Standing in front of us is the tallest fighter in UFC history, 7 feet tall, a living skyscraper. His opponents had to look up at him like kids staring at their gym teacher. Even post-fight interviews looked ridiculous, like they were talking to a construction crane. At just 22 years old, Stefan Struve was already a veteran, 26 fights under his belt, turning the Octagon into a no-fly zone for anyone brave enough to face him. And then came the challenger, a short, chubby American with a round belly, looking like he had just stepped out of a bar after a six-pack and a few burgers. But Roy was the kind of guy who shattered stereotypes. Fat? Yes. Looked slow? Also yes. But the moment he swung his fist, all those weaknesses turned into a deadly weapon. And when Nelson's punch found its mark, the show was over in an instant. Next to the 7-foot skyscraper, he looked almost cartoonish, a full foot shorter, with no obvious advantages. Everyone expected a slow beating, but Roy Nelson decided it was time to shock the world. He didn't even give the fans enough time to finish their popcorn. In just 39 seconds, this belly-powered brawler turned the skyscraper into a collapsed building. How? Struve tried to keep his distance, throwing jabs and firing knees to stop his opponent from closing in. But Nelson wasn't in a hurry. Nelson unleashed a right overhand so heavy it looked more like a sledgehammer than a punch. It landed flush on the chin, and the 7-foot tower crumbled like a deck of cards. Struve tried to recover, but he looked like he was searching for Wi-Fi on the floor. The referee had no choice but to step in and save the skyscraper from total demolition. The crowd went insane. Turns out a beer belly can be a weapon of mass destruction when there's an iron fist behind it. And of course, comments went wild. That was pure luck. No, that's experience. Nah, he just transferred all his burger energy into that punch. And honestly, the last one sounds the most accurate. So remember, never underestimate the guy with the belly. Sometimes he's the one who brings skyscrapers down.